I have this reoccurring dream that I've killed someone and buried them. It was like a girl I knew, and like she's dead, and like I hid it with like my friends, and like it's this secret that like I take to my grave. But it's a reoccurring dream where sometimes like I think it's real. I think sometimes that like I killed someone and it's like behind a dumpster somewhere in another town, and I have to think to myself,
did I murder someone?
No, no, I'm serious. And I know I haven't, but I'm saying it's so real, Nick. I think that I did in another timeline. Like it was something that happened, but then someone didn't know about it. I don't remember like the full details like right now, but it was weird because I just went back to that timeline for a second. As soon as you said that, if you go back to the footage, you'll see me space out for a second. It is so real that I have to think like, I almost had to think, is this like a real thing in my life that I need to not say on the podcast? Because like I killed someone once. I didn't. In this timeline. But
interesting.
Yeah.
That's kind of freaky.
No, almost scary. Like I'm still like, am I sure it's not this timeline?
I have dreams where it's a medieval battle. Like I'm talking in Rome. No. What?
You just always throw me off.
It's like you.
It's like no, just like of course you do. Nick, of course you do.
So I have a dream, and like the battle is over, and everyone is dead. And so like we won, and I have to go around with like a spear and like put everyone out of their misery, or it's a machete sometime, and it's like really graphic, you know?
Yeah.
No, it's like really like troubling because it's like everyone's like, and I'm like. And I have to go, and it's like some people I know, some people I don't know, my friends, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess like I'm glad we won, but for what? You know? No. But no, I'm kidding. But like that is actually a very reoccurring dream I have. Okay, another story about maybe accidentally killing what?
No. I think we should do past life regression.
Oh, yeah.
We should have someone on the pod.
Okay.
About this. What time is it? I
5:20.
Oh, we got some time.
Yeah. Okay, so check it out. I was in college. And I was living on campus, so I knew these guys that I was sort of friends with, but not really. I mean, I thought they were always weird. And I had ran into them one time, like late night, and something was off. Like they were like, hey, man, like they were trying to like play it cool. Like, and I could tell that like they had just done something. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, and they're like, oh no, we're just out like walking. And I'm like, okay, like, yeah, like good to see you guys, like whatever. And I'm walking away. I'm like, that's so fucking weird. But then anyway, someone that knows them told me a story of what happened to them that night. They took too many mushrooms, and they jumped in a lake, and they got out of the lake. And as they were walking back from the lake, this was like their first time doing mushrooms, because all their legs were wet with water. They had somehow convinced themselves that they had both murdered someone, and that was blood. And they had a massive freak out that they just murdered someone and were covered in blood. And this is also like right when Breaking Bad is going really hard. And I was living in Albuquerque at the point. So, I mean, everyone was thinking about murder, I guess. And I guess then in like the 20-minute walk that they had to convince themselves that that's not true. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
They're losing their mind, and they didn't murder someone. And then I was the first person that they saw. I was like, oh, what are you guys doing? And they're like, nothing. And I was like, okay, well, good to see you guys. I'm just going to go eat like some pasta in my room. Like, yeah, it was the weirdest fucking thing in the world. I've never like had that. Like, I could see like a dream, but like mushrooms, I don't think I could convince myself that I actually murdered someone.
No, but we've seen people sort of lose it when they've taken too much.
Some people just are like have some loose
I think if
screws in
they're
their head.
too close to like schizophrenia, our doctor brother talks about this, that it's called like, it can like unmask like actual thing, like schizophrenia or different like diseases or like psychosis.
Yeah.
Some people can do drugs and kind of like, it can unmask some schizophrenia while they're on it.
Right. And in Albuquerque, I feel like everyone's just like a little bit closer to that edge, you know?
But I've told mom that. Like, I've been like, no, like mushrooms are safe. But like, here's the thing. You could convince yourself you're a bird and fly off a building and die. Like, people can do things like that. I'm like,
yeah,
you should always have a babysitter, I think.
Yeah. I know I would never do that, but like, I could see that process. But I was just thinking that like, They're walking and they're covered in blood. Like, oh God, oh God, oh God, it's that gay guy Nick. Act cool, act cool. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. I don't know.
That's terrifying.
What if you did kill someone in a past life?
Nick, I'm still not sure it's not this life. I don't know. It's so real.
It's so real.
It's like a visceral reaction. I know I didn't, guys. Like nobody. I'm like, wait, if they poke around, like maybe, like I literally, like it's so real. Like it's really hard for me to remember. I'm like, no, like I would know.
Yeah,
I would know.
I have very, very realistic dreams that I'm pregnant.
That's like an idea, like a creation.
Yeah, and I give birth, and I like have a baby. Like I'm talking dreams.
Is it a home birth or is it in a hospital?
It's never like of the birth, but it's like I'm pregnant and then I now have a baby, and it's always like, and then the baby grows, but it's usually not like a person. It's like a stone, like a relic or a medallion, and it like gets bigger. But it's like my baby. I don't know. It's really weird. And we're getting weird on this episode.
I just feel like I'm learning a lot about you.
Yeah, and I'm always like, I'll wake up being like, I've given birth.
And I'm over here just killing the baby.
Killing the baby, killing the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
I don't know.
Kill or be killed.
Kill or be killed out. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, guys, let us know if you've ever murdered someone. Actually, if you have, keep that to yourself.